start watching today.
According to the woman, it is supposed to grant her a wish. Although skeptical,
Today I'm gonna play the new Anime Click update.
and asks for the ability to never win. The woman gives her a necklace as a present before seeing her off. While returning home with her dog, Sumi suddenly passes out. At the same time, Rina, who is in the middle of a dance rehearsal,
Well, I think this is not. Yeah, I've seen this before, but I didn't think much of it.
Their mother calls them by
Anyways, let's play.
Confused, they look at each other and are shocked to see they have somehow exchanged their bodies. They immediately run outside and hit their heads with a rock, trying to switch back. But this stupid idea doesn't work. While brainstorming other plans, Sumi's eyes land upon the necklace the tarot reader gave her earlier. She remembers that she had subconsciously asked to exchange lives with her sister and rushes to the lady's house. On reaching the place, they find out that the lady has gone on a vacation and won't return for a month. The news is devastating for both sisters, who will now have to live as the person they hate the most for the next month.
What do I
To adjust to
find?
their new lives, they tell
What do I
each other the
find?
do's and don'ts of their day-to-day life. Sumi is asked to be rude to everyone, eat less, and practice the dance that their girl group has been rehearsing. But Rina only has to exist and be quiet to be like her sister. The following day, they wear each other's clothes, exchange phones, and get ready for the day. Rina goes to school, eating a box of snacks she would have never eaten in her previous body. She is not worried about being switched, and considers it as a free one-month vacation from her usually busy lifestyle. That is, until a group of bullies stops her. Gyo-seok snatches the box and makes fun of her for liking him. Rina wants to teach them all a lesson, but remembers that Sumi would never do something like that, and keeps quiet. Meanwhile, Sumi goes to the company for a final rehearsal of their comeback show. Being the most popular one in the group, she is given the prettiest clothes and first priority. However, when it is time to perform, she gets nervous and messes up the dance. Hai-seong, who is watching the performance, laughs at her lack of talent. After the rehearsals, they will have to perform live. Nervousness gets the best of Sumi, and she breaks down crying.
So these are the coins I have
She
to
holds
find.
the necklace and wishes to do her best in the final performance. Lo and behold, when she finally has to perform, she doesn't forget a single step. However, the main vocalist and her rival forget the lyrics in the middle of the live broadcast. To help her, Sumi sings in her place and steals the show. Even Hai-seong is surprised to hear her actually sing well. After the show, she accidentally falls into his arms. Unlike Rina, Sumi is mesmerized by his beauty. He puts her down before going to the stage and performing a song, while Sumi stares at him in agreement. At home, Rina is mad that Sumi sang well, because after going back to her body, people will expect her to do the same. Sumi promises to do her worst the next time, but then Hai-seong texts her, asking her to record a duet with him. Rina remembers him being arrogant the last time, and wants Sumi to do her best and teach him a lesson. At school, Rina discovers Sumi's journal and reads it. She soon finds out what her sister goes through on a daily basis due to the bullies. The next time she bumps into them, she makes sure to insult one of the girls' makeup. When the girl tries to slap her, Rina restricts her hand, surprising everyone. Gyo-seok comes forward to humiliate her for liking him for the 100th time, but Rina, in turn, calls him ugly and walks away. He is left stunned by the sudden personality change, and even finds it attractive. Humans are so weird. At the same time, in the company, Hai-seong texts Sumi to come to the rooftop. He apologizes for being rude to her during the commercial, and discusses what song they should duet. They seem to have similar taste in music, which makes it easier to choose. In the end, Hai-seong pulls her into an embrace, asking her out on a date. In the following scene,
Where are the rest of the
couples in
stuff?
studio, mixing and recording the song. While listening to the end
Where's
result,
coin two?
they end up kissing. At home, the sisters sit down to talk about their day. Since both of them did things the other one wouldn't approve of, they lied to each other. Rina is distressed that they still have 15 days to switch their bodies, but Sumi has started falling in love with Hai-seong and doesn't feel like changing. Before going to sleep, she wishes that the tarot reader never comes back from vacation. Starting the next day, she meets Hai-seong on the rooftop every chance she gets. She enjoys the little time they have together to the fullest. Meanwhile, Rina continues reading Sumi's journal. A flashback shows us that Sumi had gone for several musical show auditions. She was recognized for her talent, but only during blind auditions. Many directors would bluntly call her names and dismiss her talent because of her looks. This makes Rina realize how unfair the world is to the so-called ugly people. Her classmates are dancing to her song during recess. When Rena laughs at them, they challenge her to
Ooh,
do the same.
where?
She surprises
Ah,
everyone by
no.
performing better
Come
than
on.
them. Ryo Seok starts looking at her differently after the incident. The next day, Sumi is using Ha Seong's computer when she finds out that he watches her singing live streams. It gives her hope that he might.
Oh, I think the rest might be at the other words.
At the same
I'm so
time,
smart.
Rina is going through Sumi's computer. She finds the Sexy Diva live stream channel. Accidentally starts a stream with her face in front of the webcam. Several comments flood in, making fun of her looks, and she loses many of her subscribers. At night, Sumi cries herself to sleep, wishing to the necklace that everyone forgets about the live stream. The following morning, the live stream is gone, and no one is talking about it, almost as if it never existed. Even Rina doesn't remember going live. Sumi figures out that the necklace is not ordinary. It has been granting all of her wishes until now. Throughout the day, she
It's
tests
going
the
to.
power of the necklace, and the wish comes true every time. But she also realizes that every time she is granted a wish, someone in her life suffers the consequences. Like when she asks for the food of her choice. Haseong's new song is accused of plagiarism. How the hell did she connect the dots on that one? Similarly, when he messes up a live performance, she wishes for him to pick it right up. The wish is granted, but a crew member is severely injured as a result. The next day, Yoseok locks himself in the studio, saddened by the plagiarism scandal. Sumi goes to meet him, and the two finish recording their duet song together. In the following scene, Rina is excited because the 30 days are finally over. The sisters go to the tarot reader's house, but see that she still has not returned. Sumi thinks that it's because she once unknowingly wished for her never to return. She yet again makes a wish, this time for the reader to be back soon. As a consequence of the wish, a dating rumor about her and Haseong is spread in the media. Rina finds out about the rumor and is furious. They get into a fist fight in the middle of a parking lot and have to be separated by Haseong. He pushes Rina to the ground, telling her to stay away. However, the gesture makes Sumi believe that he is only in love with Rina's pretty face. The next day, Sumi visits the tarot reader again and finds out from her daughter that she passed away because of a disease. The girl also reveals that to reverse a wish, one must hold the necklace and genuinely wish for them to switch back to their bodies. If either of the girls does not actually mean it, the wish won't be granted. On finally finding a way to go back, Rina is overjoyed, but the same cannot be said for Sumi. Seeing that her sister is bothered, Rina reveals that Haseong used to hate her when she was in her own body. This means currently he is not in love with Rina's face, but with Sumi's personality. Following the conversation, the girls make a wish as the tarot reader but nothing changes. Then, the following day, Sumi and Rina meet in front of the company for work. Rina is about to be hit by a car, but Sumi puts her life in danger and saves her. When they wake up in the hospital, they have switched back to their original bodies. The doctor who is in charge of them looks exactly like the tarot reader. She explains that Sumi is the elder sister, the protector of the younger one. Since she fulfilled her purpose by saving Rina from the accident, they were able to switch back. In the following scene, Rina breaks up with Haseong, claiming that she doesn't want to lose brand deals by being seen with him. In reality, dating her sister's love is unacceptable to her. The bully, Gyo-seok, also apologizes to Sumi and expresses that he has started to like her, but she rejects him since she is in love with Haseong, and because Gyo-seok is a simp. A few weeks later, Haseong organizes a musical audition. Rina brings the forms to Sumi, encouraging her to participate. Sumi gathers enough courage to go to the audition, mostly because she wants to look at Haseong one more time. She sings the song they duetted together and impresses everyone. In the last scene, we see Sumi and Haseong recording a song together, indicating that she got selected in the audition. Note that we never heard about the Sexy Diva live stream again. So, I'd say the moral of this story is to ignore toxic internet comments. Subscribe for more videos like this, turn on the notifications, and leave a like.
Yeah, where are most of the
Thank
points?
you for watching.
Is it this one? No, it's not. Well, probably at the next one. What else can I do? No, stop. Stop. Please. Don't put me in all this torture. I don't want to listen to it. Please. Stop, please. Please, God. God! No! No, God, no, please, no.
Drama series called Switch. Ayumi Koenhara is a 16-year-old high schooler. She is in love with her childhood best friend, Koshiro. In the opening scene, Koshiro asks her out on a date. After years of crushing on him, Ayumi is over the moon to finally be his girlfriend. The next day, she excitedly gets ready for her first date ever. As she
Be right back.
leaves, the leader
Just for that.
Ayumi instead. Ayumi is shocked to see herself from a second person's view. She realizes that it is probably Zenko and attacks her, asking her to switch back to her body. However, both her best friends Koshiro and Kaga stop her and protect Zenko. Even her best female friends ask her to stay away from Zenko, believing that she is Ayumi. The entire day, Ayumi lives life as Zenko and realizes how hard it is for her. The teachers turn her away, her classmates ignore her existence, and she has no friends or family she can talk to. At the end of the school day, she and Koshiro are alone in a room. She takes the opportunity to tell him the truth, but he doesn't believe her. Overwhelmed by the rejection, she runs to the rooftop where she is found by Zenko. Ayumi politely asks her to switch their bodies back, but Zenko only laughs at her. Moreover, she always wanted to be pretty and loved by her friends. Now that she has everything she wants, she is willing to stay as Ayumi all her life. Before leaving, Zenko also reveals that she is in love with Koshiro and is happy that he is finally her boyfriend. When alone, Ayumi breaks down crying again. A pair of deep eyes at her and is strangely to their view. Ayumi brings the bird home, assuming that it is someone's lost bird. She makes a poster about the bird and puts it on a public notice board. Next, we will introduce the person
You, where them coins at?
at first glance to be a childhood best friend.
Yeah, I guess I already received my 300 Robux. I have 311 Robux now.
Koshiro is better in studies and sport, which is why he doesn't understand why people like Kaga. Kaga, on the other hand, is a serious student and genuinely believes Koshiro is a good person. It turns out that he is
Where are the coins at?
but knowing that she likes Koshiro, he never confessed his feelings. Everyone in
Is
class
this a coin?
people ask Zenko to be the main female attraction because of her physical beauty. Zenko looks at Ayumi smugly and accepts the offer. Later, Ayumi is painting a canvas as part of a stage crew when Kaga comes to help her. Unlike anyone else, he treats Ayumi politely, even though she is now the man himself. He makes fun of her painting and stages fights.
Just coin
For
7.
a few minutes, Ayumi forgets that she is not herself. Kaga also notices that the painting she made is very similar to the one Ayumi makes, but he doesn't think more of it. A few minutes later, she turns around to look at him, and he is able to see her real self. The vision vanishes complete, but Kaga is left confused. He follows her to class and sees her trying to talk to a group of girls who ignore her. She also asks a bunch of guys for a favor, but they dismiss her as well. Kaga sees her handwriting and instantly recognizes it. He matches it to Ayumi's handwriting and is shocked to see they are identical. We find out that Koshiro has told him about Ayumi's strange behavior. On putting two and two together, Kaga finds out that the real Ayumi is trapped inside Zenko's body. Later, two girls make a big deal out of Ayumi harassing Zenko, claiming that she is in love with Koshiro and is jealous. The entire class starts making fun of Ayumi, who can do nothing but cry. Kaga witnesses the incident and quietly orders Zenko to apologize to Ayumi, threatening to tell everyone the truth. Zenko is shocked that he knows her secret. Scared of being outed, she asks everyone to stop making fun of Ayumi. After school, Kaga calls Ayumi by her real name and says sorry for not realizing who she is sooner. Ayumi, who is about to lose her sense of being, is overjoyed that someone finally recognizes her. Between the tears, she thanks him for seeing the real her. Unknown to them, Koshiro is listening to their conversation from nearby. Meanwhile, Zenko loses her mind, thinking that she must be doing something wrong. She is Ayumi's body, her friends, and her boyfriend, but still, she had to be humiliated in front of everyone because of Kaga. When she goes to school the next day, Koshiro brings her to the storeroom. The place is dark, but she doesn't seem to be scared. It makes Koshiro realize that she is not Ayumi, because Ayumi
Dude,
is
where is
terrified of
the
dark.
coins at?
Somewhere else, Kaga meets Ayumi on his way to school. He makes her wear a hairpin so her bangs won't cover her face. Ayumi is surprised that he likes her the same, even though she isn't her pretty self anymore. Although he's the only person who understands her, it gives her hope for a better future. Then we see Zenko's best friend.
What's this one like all the way behind you?
She rudely asks them to go away. The girl thinks it is strange for a sweet girl like herself to be rude to her friends. Strangely enough, Koshiro is still with Zenko, even after learning that she is Ayumi. We soon find out the truth when he tells Kaga that he only liked Ayumi for her beauty. He is fine with dating Zenko as long as he is dating the prettiest girl in the school. An enraged Kaga belittles
is shallow-minded, but Koshiro doesn't care. On the rooftop, Zenko also tells Ayumi the truth. After finding out that Koshiro doesn't love her anymore, she is heartbroken.
But I think the coins are random. I think like they are just randomly everywhere.
To make her feel better, Haga claims that Koshiro is a nice person who would never betray her. Although Ayumi is
I
skeptical,
don't know what colors the coins are now. They're like a little bit darker.
finds him making out with Zenko. It is clear to her that he recognizes who she is and still doesn't care. Ayumi runs outside crying hysterically as Haga follows behind her. Then, in a flashback, Koshiro confesses that he never had feelings for Ayumi. The only reason he dated her was so Kaga couldn't have her. He has stolen what Kaga values the most, but now that Ayumi is a different person, one is moved. He doesn't want to let her have her and is ready to do anything to make him the bad guy. Somewhere else, Kaga catches up to Ayumi and hugs her tightly.
那个玩就是要我阿哥弄掉我的耳环。
我多多的不够给你换哦，啊小姐，2天换一个，2天放一个。
Kaga treats her to a meal and playfully teases her to get her mind off things. At night, Ayumi gets a call from an unknown number. The woman on the other end.
I think there might be a lot of coins here.
Ayumi is stunned.
Yeah, the coins are literally random.
Time and date and arranges a meeting. The next day, Kaga and Ayumi decide to try several ways to get her back to her old self. One of the ways requires Ayumi to jump off the stairs. She refuses to do it because the idea clearly won't work. Then, she tells him of the phone call she got yesterday. Ayumi is skeptical if the person on the phone is serious. Still, they go to the said location and meet a researcher named Yukon. Ayumi has also brought the abandoned parakeet at her request. Yukon reveals that she has been studying the red moon and its effects for a long time. She also sells people information about switching bodies in turn for money. By now, she has found out that the parakeet only flies. Hence, she was able to locate Ayumi using the parakeet. When asked for a method to switch back to their original bodies, Yukon discloses that there is no such method. A couple of people have tried to switch back using the same process, but all of them have died after jumping off the building. Yukon understands the experience firsthand because she also switched bodies with someone a long time ago. When they tried to switch back, the other person died, and Yukon remained stuck in her body. Currently, she wants to use herself to find out more about the red moon and the body switching phenomenon. In the meantime, Koshiro and Zenko go on a date to the carnival.
How much more coins are there?
Watch the stars and have a lot of fun. On the way home,
Yes,
Zenko
5
in
coins.
her older body she wanted to her life. However, she changed her mind after meeting Koshiro. She thinks of accepting her even after finding out the truth. Kaga and Ayumi are also on the way back home. Ayumi is hopeless and insidious after finding out there is no practical way for her to go back to her old
What
life.
the rest are like at the other world.
Then notices her parents and Zenko enjoying a dinner together. She misses them dearly and is even more hurt to see them happy without her. As she is about to leave, Kaga stops her and finally confesses his feelings. He promises to love her in everyone else's place and accept her as she is. Ayumi is taken aback by the confession. Before she can reply, Koshiro arrives and drags her. He takes her to a nearby playground and makes her wear his overcoat so she won't feel cold. Ayumi is confused by the sudden affectionate gesture, but doesn't voice her thoughts. She simply tells him that she will not get her body back and is stuck in Zenko's body for life. Koshiro's demeanor changes on hearing the news, almost as if he was waiting for her to return to normal to get back to him. Ayumi also realizes that she cannot keep running after him now that he is someone else's boyfriend. Before leaving, Koshiro claims that she and Kaga are a different couple. Ayumi is left confused by the strange comment. When she is alone, she again meets Kaga. He apologizes for confessing his feelings when she was at her lowest and urges her to focus on herself again. Ayumi is overwhelmed by his reaction because it is exactly what she needed. Following that,
Madam
she
Coins
returns
at
home and
work.
sees Zenko's mother going to work an overnight shift. She feels bad for the woman because she
Oh
has
man,
always
there's
felt
nothing behind here.
since she will have to
I thought
stay
there was
together
like
for
something
the rest of
behind here,
her
but
life. Ayumi decides
that's
to
not.
focus on their relationship.
Next world.
Koshiro does extensive research on the red moon phenomenon. After discovering a website on the body switching method, he lands on Yukon's page. By the end of the night, he knows step-by-step methods on how to switch bodies. In the morning, Yukon wakes up to see that the parakeet has fled, indicating that someone else is planning to use the upcoming red moon. Kaga and Ayumi meet at school. Ayumi tries talking about the events of the previous night, but Kaga interrupts her to ask for yesterday's homework. Ayumi registers that he wants to give her space and is relieved. Later, two girls from their class ask Kaga why he's so close to Ayumi nowadays. Kaga reveals that he loves her, but asks them to keep it a secret. However, the guys overhear their conversation and start teasing Ayumi. Meanwhile, Zenko is furious that a guy likes Ayumi. She is yet again the center of attention, something that Zenko was never able to be in her older body. August stops advice from bully Ayumi and declares that she is the most beautiful girl to him. An enraged Zenko storms out of the classroom after feeling inferior to Ayumi once again. Ayumi speaks up for herself and asks the kids to touch her cheeks before calling her ugly. They do as told and are fascinated by her squishy cheeks. Everyone playfully touches them, while Ayumi jokes about charging money for them. Outside, Zenko tells Koshiro everything about her past. She was always a chubby girl who no one liked. The girls bullied her, and nobody's wanted to date her. Even her father left her one day without an explanation. The relationship between her and her mother went downhill after that. She would look at Ayumi in the classroom, jealous of the fact that she had everything in life. But when no one was there for her, Koshiro helped her catch up with her school without being asked. It was the first time she was being seen by a man. She instantly fell in love with him, but then Ayumi took him away as well. She could not bear the thought of losing Koshiro, so she risked her life to switch over with Ayumi. Koshiro understands her better after registering what she has been through. He promises to always be by her side. In the ending scene, he asks for her help to make Ayumi and Kaga switch bodies. Zenko looks at him with confusion, unable to comprehend both what it would do. Koshiro explains that he wants to kill both Ayumi and Kaga, and if he did so, switch with them soon. Zenko is confused at the switch, but nothing that she is ready to make her choice and Ayumi and Kaga into peace. Since both Ayumi and Kaga are friends with her, it isn't difficult to trust them. Zenko is falling over in love.
这个还是阿比给我的，我多少一点借啊，我看两个一天到晚都不做什么鬼的，你两个2天3天借，2天3天借。
Dude, where are the coins at?
The bird's real name is Amade.
I think they are at the other world. Worlds. Not this world. Come on, dude, you freaking game.
Coincidentally, he was a Red Bull main gang. A charity was walking him down the head. They changed bodies and could never go back. To listen to the story, Ayumi and Kaga insist that Koshiro is a good person. They have known him since childhood and have grown up with him. In their eyes, he could do no wrong, especially from friends who left him out. Ayumi also reveals that long ago, Koshiro saved her life.
I can do it.
Flashback, we are shown
Coins.
Ayumi stuck in a silent locker. For several hours, Koshiro tried to open the locker but couldn't move aside because she was scared of the dark. Ayumi was finally free. His hands were scraped and cut, but he never complained. In the present, Yukari takes time to convince them that her dreams will circle in the next level. Ayumi and Kaga take her advice and leave. Somewhere else, Zenko brings Koshiro to a temple. It discloses that her father used to be a priest who learned about the body-shifting phenomenon before entering school. Zenko wanted to die in that body because it was the wish to practice the method prescribed by the school. Koshiro feels sad for her knowing how unhappy she was in her former life. On his way home, Koshiro bumps into Ayumi and Kaga. They quickly tell him that they trust him and walk away. When they are out of sight, Maya calls them.
Dude, where are the coins at?
Mother misnamed him for coming home late with a woman who he told left his other daughter's relatives. Unlike Zenko, Ayumi actually sympathizes with Azuma and thinks she is a different person for working so hard to make money. On the eve of the Red Full Moon, Ayumi and Kaga walk to school together. Although Ayumi is sure that Koshiro will
Remember where are the coins at?
strange feeling weighing down on her heart. When problems arise,
Screw, thingy.
Kaga